Hi, so I decided to tap into / attempt remote view into 3i Atlas because I see a lot of stuff that just immediately, for me, intuitively, this is just my personal take. Okay, take it or leave it. Whatever you want to believe is your deal. But I was seeing a lot of stuff that just sounded like BS to me and sensationalization and whatever. So I decided this morning that I would tap into it. Full disclosure, I attempted to remote view into it. I actually was not able to do what I would consider like a full remote viewing into it. I felt like I was kind of getting like dips and peaks into it, but I wasn't able to maintain it. But I did just tap into kind of the basic energy and information around it. I may have to pause it occasionally to check my notes because I noted as soon as I came out of it, so I wouldn't forget anything. Before I get into what came up today, intuitively speaking from seeing other things, this has never to me felt like any type of alien craft or that there were actual ET species on this physical rock hurtling through space, or I guess they're calling it a comet now, whatever it is. So that has never landed true for me in my body and my intuition and my senses. That holds true after tapping into it this morning. Sorry, fully believe that they exist. I've had some of my own experiences personally, but not on this guy. Okay. So tapping in this morning. Oh, let me check my notes. I already forget. Oh yes, one last thing intuitively that still does hold true as well was that it did have the sense and feeling that, and we're already seeing this happen, but the sense that it will continue to happen, that our scientists are going to continue learning more and more about, this being either new materials or how the materials are interacting with each other, or something along those lines. We're going to continue to learn more even as this passes Earth, and I think it's going to kind of like pass the sun and then head back out to Jupiter or something, if I saw recently. So we're going to continue learning more than we already have, and that still holds true after tapping in. Okay, so in terms of life on this thing, something did come up. The way that it came up was the words "a breathing of life," and the sense that came with that was, could there be like some sort of microorganisms or some sort of carbon-based something, but not in the like I'm an upright walking around ET species. I've seen things about draconians and starseed information and stuff, and there is nothing coming up for me that feels for that to be true. However, what it did do, besides the breathing of life, carbon based, or I almost feel like, is every life form carbon based? Do we find that maybe there's something else that's just happening? So anyway, it feels almost as if there's anything related to like other, ET, interdimensional, multidimensional, planetary star system species of beings of any kind, it's more that this particular comet or rock or whatever it is has come from a place in our universe, that it's not far from that, or it's broken from a piece of something that had that. So like a tie back to species of a sort, but not that anything's living on it. The next thing that came up, I actually have not seen this, and I may go look it up. I don't know if anybody in the comments knows. The speed was like highly notable. The speed felt, I don't know if it's, been reported that the speed of this thing is more than what our scientists are used to seeing for something of a comet or something of an interplanetary kind of, but the speed felt notable. I don't know if there's something that we already know about for that. And the last major thing that came up was I had these words, quote, reflection / refraction. And what that felt like was, as this thing passes Earth and moves in towards the sun, there was something that felt like the reflection and or refraction of, I'm not exactly sure, the sun's rays, the solar winds, CMEs, something of that nature that we may experience here on our planet, that felt like two possibilities that I feel like could be an and. One, those of us who are very sensitive to the energies of, CMEs and solar winds and solar flares and things of that nature, when the Schumann's kind of going off and auroras are happening, a lot of us who are very energetically sensitive may experience, what we might call symptoms. Some people call it awakening or ascension symptoms. But people may feel different kind of symptomology, and the ones that felt like that they came up the most was nausea and anxiety type chest flutters. That we may feel similar things, but there's almost something like we wouldn't necessarily feel it immediately, like whatever day, even if you went and looked up this is the day that it's expected to pass Earth, or we know it's passing Earth, there felt like it almost might be a slight delay because of refraction. I don't know. But then secondarily, I wouldn't be entirely surprised to see it reported that scientists actually end up measuring something as like some sort of refraction off of this from solar activity. So we'll have to wait and see if that ends up being the case. But it kind of came up as like, well, we may actually see it reported that scientists were able to measure that blah, 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 blah happened from, solar winds or things of that nature. So that's what came up for me. Let me know what your thoughts are. Sorry to disappoint for anybody who wanted the ETs to come and save us, but just like those memes of like they're flying by going, I'm not going down there, bye guys. They're like locking the doors, rolling up the windows as they roll past Earth. Nothing like that coming up for me, as much as I would like to. And maybe sometime soon I'll tell, I think I've told the story of something that happened to me that is sort of like a contact event when I was a child. And I have a story I know I haven't shared that happened just maybe, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years ago, that in the middle of the night that kind of freaked me out. But that's it for me on this one. So let me know what your thoughts are.